Based on latest 2026 World Cup odds. Spain to 18 to 20% chance. England to 14 to 15%. France to 11 to 13%. Brazil to 11%. Argentina to 11%. What this means. Even the favourite, Spain, only has about a 1 in 5 chance to win. The tournament is very open. No team is anywhere near guaranteed. The top 5 teams together account for roughly 65 to 70% combined probability, with the rest spread across dozens of teams. Other contenders: Portugal, 8%, Germany, 7 to 8%, Netherlands, 5%. Important context. These probabilities change constantly: injuries, form, group draw, etc. The 2026 World Cup has 48 teams, making it even less predictable than before. Now here's the real breakdown. When you look at these numbers, one thing jumps out immediately. This World Cup is wide open. Yeah, Spain national football team sits at the top with around 18 to 20%. But let's be real, that's still just a 1 in 5 chance. That means in most scenarios, they don't win. So why are they leading the pack? It comes down to structure, talent, and identity. Spain right now is probably the most complete team in world football, with players like Rodri controlling the midfield, Pedri adding creativity, and young stars like Lamine Yamal bringing unpredictability. This is a squad built for modern football. And let's not forget, they just proved themselves by winning the UEFA European Championship 2024. That's not just a trophy, that's momentum. But here's where it gets interesting. Teams like England national football team and France national football team are right behind them. And honestly, the gap is not that big. England has insane depth, France has experience and power, and then you've got giants like Brazil national football team and Argentina national football team who always show up when it matters most. So even though Spain is the favourite, they're not dominant. And that's the beauty of the World Cup. One bad game, one injury, one moment of magic from the opponent, and everything changes. Add in the new 48-team format, and now you've got even more chaos, more surprises, and more chances for underdogs to shake things up. This isn't a tournament with one clear winner, it's a battlefield. And Spain? They're leading the race, but they're being chased hard. Now let's move on to England. Right behind Spain, you've got the England national football team, sitting at around 14 to 15%. And honestly, this might be one of the most dangerous England squads we've seen in years. On paper, this team is ridiculous. You've got a world-class striker in Harry Kane, a playmaker who can change the game in seconds like Jude Bellingham, and explosive wingers like Bukayo Saka. That's not just talent, that's firepower in every direction. But here's the key difference compared to previous generations. This England team doesn't just rely on individuals anymore. They're more structured, more mature, and way more experienced in big tournaments. They've been deep in competitions consistently, semi-finals, finals, they've been there. And that matters, because when you get into knockout football, it's not just about skill, it's about handling pressure. And this group, they've felt that pressure before. Now why aren't they above Spain? Simple: consistency. England sometimes struggles to fully control games the way Spain does. There are moments where they rely on individual brilliance instead of total dominance. And against elite teams, that can be risky. But let's be clear, if everything clicks, if Bellingham controls the midfield, Kane finishes chances, and the defence holds strong, England absolutely has what it takes to go all the way. They're not just contenders, they're a serious threat. Maybe not the most complete team on paper, but in a knockout tournament, they might be the most explosive. Sitting just behind England, the France national football team comes in at around 11 to 13%. And honestly, this is a team you can never count out. Because when it comes to tournaments, France just knows how to win. We're talking about a squad built with power, speed, and experience. And of course, it all starts with Kylian Mbappé, one of the most dangerous players in the world. Give him space for even a second, and the game can change instantly. But France isn't just about one superstar. They've got depth, serious depth. Midfielders who can control or break the game, defenders who are physically dominant, and a system that's built for efficiency, not just style. And that's the key difference. While teams like Spain focus on controlling the game, France is more direct, more ruthless. They don't need 70% possession to beat you. They wait, they absorb pressure, and then, boom, they strike. We've seen it before. They won the 2018 World Cup, and they made it all the way to the final again in 2022. That kind of consistency at the highest level, that's not luck, that's a winning culture. So why are they slightly below Spain and England in probability? It comes down to balance and control. Sometimes, France can be a bit reactive instead of proactive. Against top teams, that can be risky if things don't go their way early. And compared to Spain's structure or England's attacking depth, France relies more on moments than dominance. But here's the scary part. In knockout football, moments are everything. They might not control the game like Spain, they might not look as stacked as England, but when it comes to winning, France is cold, clinical, and built for the big stage. Next up, the Brazil national football team sits at around approximately 11%. And honestly, this is a team that always carries something special into every World Cup. Because Brazil isn't just a team, it's a legacy. We're talking about the most successful nation in World Cup history, and every time they step onto the pitch, there's an expectation, not just to win, but to entertain. And talent, that's never been the issue. With players like Vinicius Jr. bringing explosive pace and flair, and rising stars like Endrick representing the next generation, Brazil always has that attacking magic that can break any defense. But here's the thing. In recent tournaments, Brazil has had the talent, but not always the balance. Sometimes they rely too much on individual brilliance, moments of skill, moments of magic, instead of full control as a team. And when they face well-organized sides in knockout rounds, that can become a problem. Still, you can never ignore Brazil, because unlike structured teams like Spain or clinical teams like France, Brazil brings unpredictability, creativity, chaos, and in football, that can be the difference. One skill move, one moment of genius, one flash of brilliance, and suddenly the game is gone. So why are they at around 11%? Because while the talent is undeniable, the question is consistency. Can they stay solid defensively? Can they stay focused for 90 minutes against top teams? If the answer is yes, Brazil doesn't just compete, they dominate. Final take on Brazil. They might not be the most balanced team, but they might be the most dangerous one. Because when Brazil gets it right, there's no team in the world you'd rather avoid. Now let's talk about Argentina. Right there with Brazil, the Argentina national football team sits at around approximately 11%. But don't let that number fool you. This is a team built to win right now. Why? Because they already did. Argentina are the defending champions, winners of the 2022 FIFA World Cup. And that changes everything. This isn't a team chasing greatness. This is a team that understands it. And of course, we have to start with Lionel Messi. Even at this stage of his career, he remains the heart of this team, the leader, the creator, the difference maker. When the game gets tight, Argentina looks to him. But just like France, Argentina isn't just about one player. What makes them dangerous is their chemistry. This is a group that fights for each other. They're organized, disciplined, and mentally strong. You can see it in how they handle pressure. They don't panic. They don't lose shape. They believe. And that belief comes from winning, Not just the World Cup, but also Copa America. This team has built a winning mentality over time. So why are they not higher than Spain? It comes down to transition. Some key players are getting older, and the big question is, can the next generation step up at the same level? Can they maintain that same intensity, that same hunger? Because in football, staying at the top is always harder than getting there. But here's the thing. In a knockout tournament, experience like this is priceless. They might not be the freshest team, they might not be the most explosive, but they know exactly what it takes to win. And that alone makes them one of the most dangerous teams in the tournament.